Hi, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Nicole.
And this is
Life with
Twins. On this week's episode, we discussed the fiasco we had going up north for somebody's 21st birthday. So to start out, we ended up, for the audience out there who doesn't know, we live about 4 hours away from our destination. So we thought for somebody's birthday, we would go up north to woods and to cabins with a bunch of family, and we would celebrate.
Have a relaxing, celebratory birthday weekend.
This is our second trip that we've taken with the boys, and on the first trip, we had a giant mess where somebody forgot some parts that were desperately needed. It ended up leading to clogged milk ducts, which therefore ended up leading to 6 hours worth of misery, pain, and tears. So this time we decided, okay, we are better prepared. We know what we forgot last time. We will make sure to pack everything. And this little lady over here did a great job packing up.
Thank you.
For our trip.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we started off our destination and we started off going a different route. We had never gone that route before and we were like, man, this is really pretty. But we weren't very familiar with it. So as we're like passing these major cities and looking at the clock, I'm like, wow, it's like getting really close to when we should stop and feed the boys again. Next city, we'll stop and feed them. And then we're like driving down and I'm looking at signs and it's not saying that we're hitting a city again anytime soon. So we just stopped on one of those little pull-off things on the side of the road. Decided to feed the boys there. No big deal. Chilling, feet up in the car. Feeding our boys, windows down.
Yeah, it was great. And then I told Nicole, hey, there's a bumblebee right by you. There was a bee flying on her leg. Now, I didn't panic.
It wasn't flying on my leg. It was on the diaper bag by my foot. And I started freaking out.
I wasn't worried because I've been stung before, so nothing crossed my mind as far as why this would be a big deal. And she started freaking out.
I was like screaming around. And I like handed him Maverick and I was like, get him away, get him away, get him away. And he's just like, what's the big deal?
Yeah. So then eventually I get out to go and catch the bee, and she wanted me to kill it, but I don't want to kill a bee when they're endangered and we need them. So I let it go free into the air. And what does it do?
It started flying back into the car. I'm like, hurry up, get the boys in the car so we can leave. And he's just like taking his sweet time, buckling the boys in. I'm like, hurry.
Like, it's a bee, calm down. So we finally get in the car and we start going. She's like, I feel it in here. I know it's in here. It wasn't in there. But then after about 5 minutes of driving, it hit me. Oh, the boys, the infant babies, have never been stung before, and we're about an hour away from town. So if they had to go to the hospital, they could die. And I did not realize that for quite some time. So that's how things started. Kind of went a little bit downhill from there. Yeah.
So we got to Greer, and we actually had a good time once we got out to Greer. We ate at a little place, had a little snack, and we ate some chili and played some games with our families. And then we were getting ready for bed, and I was getting ready to do my last pump of the night. And I go to pump, and my pump's like almost dead. I mean, I've used it pretty much all day. And so I was like, oh, Anthony, can you go? It's like almost midnight at this point. I was like, can you go into the car and get the charger? It's plugged into the console. He comes back a few minutes later. He's like, it's not there. And I was like, okay, you're a guy. Like, how hard did you really look? So then I'm running out there afraid that I'm going to get attacked by a bear. And, because we're in the woods.
In a cabin, and bears love cabins.
Yeah. So I like dove into the car so that I wouldn't get attacked by a bear. I'm like rummaging through. I can't find the cord either. And then it dawned on me. I took it out of my car and put it in his car so I could charge it on my way to work one day. So, needless to say, I had an almost dead pump without a charger. And I come back in and I'm hysterical. And I'm like, how in the world did I forget my pump charger? I packed literally the entire house. How did I forget my pump charger?
The most important thing that she actually needed, that's the one thing that we forgot.
Yep. I brought all my stuff just in case I had a Glock, but I didn't bring my charger for my pump. So
I was trying to calm her down. I let her know it's fine. I will drive up right now. I'll go get it at the house, and then I'll come back like 8 hours. She's done some nice things for me in the past when it comes to my suit, as you guys, I think, know. So I was like, yeah, I'll just drive up there. It's not a big deal. And just trying to calm her down since we were there for her birthday and she was not having it. I finally treated her like one of the babies to where I was able to like soothe her until she was able to go to sleep. So we wake up the next day at about 6 in the morning. Get the boys in the car.
Our plan was to go to Sholo so that we could, find a charger.
It's about an hour away from where we were.
That would work for my pump. And so we're like, okay, I'll pump with whatever amount that I have battery left right now, and I'll save some for the morning, and we'll just go. And we're like, we'll just get some sleep. It's like, midnight. Well, the boys were like up every like hour or so we were just like so tired. And then we finally get in the car at 6 o'clock. We drive down to Sholo, and I bought everything that fit the hole for my pump.
Yeah.
Plugged it into all these walls. None of it worked. So I bought a manual pump so that I could sit there and pump manually.
So that was an hour there. We spent about an hour getting breakfast and shopping at Walmart. On the way back, we finally make it back. So 3 hours total. The people that we were staying with happened to be my sister and her husband, and they have a baby as well. Well, the baby stuff that they use, the
sound machine.
That plug for their sound machine fits
works for my pump.
Perfectly. They were literally across the hallway, and we drove 3 hours when we could have just waited.
We didn't know.
So that was day number 1.
That's how it started. It did get better. That was my actual birthday, so that's how my birthday was. At midnight, I realized I didn't have my pump charger on the day of my birthday.
Let's go ahead and go to the next night of trying to sleep. What ended up happening then?
Hayden's sleep did not get any better. He woke up at 2:30 in the morning screaming.
He was screaming as if he was being like hurt.
Murdered.
And we were staying with my sister, her husband, and then my brother was there as well. So they're screaming at the top of their lungs like they're
at 2:30 in the morning.
So much pain, and we're already kind of tired from waking up early the day before. And I'm trying to keep the kid quiet for like, how long did it go on for that? We're trying to like keep him quiet.
Yeah, so he woke up at 2:30 screaming. We did all of our normal things. Gave him gripe water, fed him, burped him, sang him songs. None of it worked. And so he was screaming until about 4 in the morning. And then finally I was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. Nothing I'm doing is helping. And so Anthony loaded him up in the car.
Drove him out to the woods. And now we no longer have life with twins. We have life with Head Singleton.
We brought him back. We still have 2 babies. But we were like...
But I did have to drive for a while to get him to like stop crying. And this is the middle of the night. And I'm just like, dude, seriously, please stop crying. That was rough.
We were like afraid to leave him in the car seat, but you can't just leave him in the car seat. And we're afraid to get him out because we didn't want him to wake up.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant like leave him in the car seat in the car while we went to sleep. I was like, I don't think.
No,
I was thinking that.
We were afraid to like take him out of the car seat.
Oh, and then have him wake up.
But you also couldn't leave him in the car seat. So then you're just like, I like grabbed him out, and then I inched myself into bed. Like I literally had him up, and then I like kind of slowly brought him back down to the bed.
That was horrible.
He stayed asleep, thank goodness.
But then what ended up happening? What time did we wake up after that?
I mean, I think we woke up at 6 or 7.
They basically slept for like 2 hours, then woke up, and then were screaming. And then it was almost time to go. And this one over here was like, well, it's still my birthday weekend, and wanted to go out and like go for a hike.
But the boys really needed that hike because we got them in the car to head back down to town, and they were both screaming. And so then we went for a hike. He stayed in the car. I wore Maverick. My mom wore Hayden. And we were walking by a creek, and I think the sound of the creek just kind of relaxed both of them, and Hayden fell asleep. And we were able to transfer him into the car seat fairly well, and they both slept for 2 hours until we got into Heber. Then we stopped to eat lunch. We fed them, and then they were good for about 30 minutes, and then they screamed the rest of the hour.
They screamed for an hour and a half. I had to get back in there and hold the bottle for them, and even that did nothing because they just, as soon as they finished eating, they started screaming again, and I was
we were so ready to come back home.
I was like, This is why people don't travel with children. I get it now. I get it.
I was like, is this what it means to be 30?
Yeah. This is the first time I was like, I kind of not sure that I wanted kids.
At the end of the trip, my mom and dad were like, if you guys need a weekend away from your kids,
yeah,
we got you.
So, needless to say, that's what it's like officially taking children on a vacation with other people. I don't recommend
You
it.
thought it was going to be nice and relaxing.
Yeah, it was
It
not.
was not.
So, but anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Hit that little notification bell so you guys are alerted anytime we post new episodes. So until next time, we will see you guys later.
Bye.
So it dawned on me a little bit late as far
I
as
was like,
watching
yeah,
Super
and
Bowl.
all you wanted to do was save the bee's life.
Listen, bee or baby? I chose the bee. I chose wrong, okay?
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in on this week's episode. We just celebrated somebody's big 3-0 birthday.
I don't have to tell them how old I am.
Somebody's big 2-1 birthday. That was an experience, especially as that was our first trip away from the house for an extended...
Was it?
With kids.
No, was it?
Where else have we gone?
Pine Top.
Was I there? Oh, that's right. This is our second trip.